How you doing, folk? Charlie out and about. I'm not about yet, I'm just out. I'm just checking the van. Winter's coming. So I've got my diesel heater up and running. You'll probably hear it buzzing away there. Just to check it, make sure it's ship shape for going away. I'm going to go to Erskine through in Bishopton. I've got this plaque to drop off. That was the slate was made by British Troops Remembered, Phil Short and his team, and sent to his own Robert's anniversary, which was the 4th of September. So I got a lovely piece of wood and I've attached it to the wood. And sunrise, 28th of the 3rd, 87. Sunset, 4th of the 9th, 11. Forever 24. And it says on it, love beyond words, miss beyond measure, Robert. British Troops Remembered. So thanks very much, Phil Short and his team, for that. So see, it's gone to Erskine Hospital. There's a wee remembrance garden, and Chris Foylan got in touch. Well, I got in touch with Chris, and he's okayed it with the personnel, Yvonne. So she knows it's coming. So I'm going through to Erskine, and I'll put this in the remembrance garden, wherever they want it. I've got a bracket to hang it up, or if it's screws to screw it anywhere. But it's up to them where they want it to go in the remembrance garden. So thanks very much, Phil. And Timu arrived. Timu arrived. So you can see my wee plaque just above me there. I got this wee plaque. Scotland. And I'll show you that. How good does that look? It's a wee shield. So it sits in the van beside my window. And my curtain that I made. Oh, just hang. Put that up. There we go. That's where that goes. And the wee stick here, that was a walking stick that Jim Smith made me. But I think my walking days are over. So I cut it. And it's got an antler on it. That keeps my curtain up. So that keeps my curtain up. So that's what I've got to do. I need to get fuel. Go to Erskine, tap that off. Put that up. And just get my head round it and get out and about. Oh, Chris, I've got the wee man, I've got wee Alfie, my wee mascot here for Chris. That was made by Donna Coates. If anybody's interested in him, it's a wee thistle hodding a dandelion, and that came everywhere with me as my wee mascot until I get this bear done by Tracy, hot off the press at Parkhead. She made me this wee bear, and that's made out of Robert's clothing, his shirt and his t-shirt, and his badges, his RAF Fire and Rescue badge. So that'll come with me now as my wee mascot. That'll sit beside me, buddy. There we go. So anyway, if you found the channel, good on you, well done. I think I've been shadow banned by YouTube. I don't know what for. Maybe it's for Justice for Robert, or the Thames Valley Police don't like. Sometimes I come on and tell the truth, tell the facts about Robert's case, and I think that's why I'm shadow banned. So if you found this channel, well done. Give it a thumbs up. It helps it grow. It stops him from putting it in the bucket. So Charlie out and about, getting ready to do what I've got to do and see what I've got to see. So come with me and we'll see what we got up to. Take care of yourselves. How you doing, folk? Charlie out and about. Yes, out and about this time. I'm going to go and get fuel, and then I'm going down to see the boss, because I've got to check in to check out. I'll go down and see Susan, She's at her work. Then I'm heading for Erskine Hospital to leave the plaque. So, and then I'll find somewhere to park up, stay the night round about that area, and hopefully meet up with Chris, give him that wee Alfie, and if he's about, I'll marry up with him as well. So anyway, so Charlie Oot and About, here we go. If you found the channel, give it a thumbs up, well done. I do believe I've been shadow banned because of my Justice for Robert campaign, but that's what happens, doesn't it? So if you found the channel, thanks for watching. Here we go to Erskine. I'll show you what Erskine's got to offer and why I believe that you should, if you want to give money to a veterans charity, that's the very one to give it to. Charlie Oot and About. How you doing, folk? Now you can see that wee building there, 1857. That's in the Erskine, on the grounds of Erskine Hospital. This is a hospital here, and I was at the wrong bit. The bit I wanted was down the Boatman Hill, but I was glad I took a wee walk down, met up with Chris, Eck, Geordie, Alan, Brian, quite a few, but I'll show you the front entrance. There we go, Futures for the Brave. There's a beautiful wee bench that they've put out in loving memory of the veterans lost in the pandemic of 2020. So this is a Erskine Home reception and hospital. I'm going to go down the back end here, and I'll show you that bit where the cairn is. And thanks Yvonne for allowing the plaque to get into the sort of a wee remembrance church, chapel, whatever you like to call it, where they had their remembrance service. That was nice that the plaques went in there. It'll be safe in there. And I took a photograph of it. Lovely wee seating areas just to sit, just to go and pass the time. So they've asked me to come back, maybe on a Tuesday. So looks like I'm going to commit myself. Those will get me out and about on a Tuesday. Unless of course I'm away. But this is the front of the building. Erskine Reid Activity Centre. There's a lovely big bench there, that. How grand is that? I'm going to get a photo took beside this because you don't know how big this is. Do you get somebody to sit in it? There you go, folk. Handed my paperwork in. They're going to email me and tell me everything that's happening. But it was good speaking to Geordie and Eck, Chris, Andra and Alan. So hopefully I can get back down again. So I'll go and get myself parked up somewhere. I'm just coming up to the cairn now. I'll show you the cairn in the back of the building. So this is the rear of the building, the clock tower. And there's the cairn that's been made. Beautiful cairn with the Erskine bell on it. 1916 is when this place was opened. And it's been granted, the person that bought it gave it to Erskine for the veterans in memory of the members of the Erskine Reid McLean Activity Centre who have passed since we opened on the 15th of January 2018. and in remembrance of those members of our armed forces who made the ultimate sacrifice to our country, lest we forget. So I've got a couple of poppy crosses here. Got one for in memory of our fallen. Sleep well, warrior sons and daughters, gone but never forgotten. And also I've got one for my boy. Sleep well, Robert Fleeton, RAF fireman, aged 24, gone but never forgotten. Not a day goes by I don't think of yours, Robert. So I'll leave these here beside the other poppy crosses that's been left. There we go. There we go, tidied up a wee bit. One at the back, yeah. Here we go. So sleep well, Roberto. It's another stunning view there. Look at that. Nice sunny day. I've made it into Coronation Quay. That's Ferguson's Marina. You see there they're working on it's an MOT station for ferries. There's the Glen Rosa, Glasgow. It's in getting work done to it. So if your ferry needs an MOT, don't bring it to Ferguson's. But a stunning view. I know them that's watched my videos before, I know exactly where I am. There we go, I'm up at the Skelpies. But I'm doing it the Skelpies. It's Port Glasgow. I've got my enemy parting bit again. So quite peaceful night here, I think. I've just left Erskine Hospital. Come down here. I'll get set up now. But that's what I wanted to show you. Look at that. That no stunning. A view like that. There's a lifeboat out practicing probably. Anyway, I'll show you the Skelpies. Nice wee park. Nice wee benches and all just to sit and ponder in remembrance of somebody. You don't realise how big the Skelpies are till you get somebody to stand beside them. That wee guy there on the right, standing beside them. You don't realise how big they are. They're absolutely huge. They represent all the shipbuilders. A once thriving industry in Scotland, especially in this area, Glasgow, Port Glasgow and Greenock and Inverclyde. How it's all been took away. You get your steel cheaper from China. This is Coronation Quay. Nice wee parking area. There's a wee park here. Nice wee bit for the wains. All enclosed. So I'm just going to go and get set up. Make sure everything's working. I don't need anything to eat. Thanks very much, Chris, for the macaroni and chips in the cafe at Erskine House. It was fantastic. That'll save me cooking. I'll get something later on. And I'll show you these at night. They'll change colour. Anyway, Charlie out and about at the Skelpies. I've only become out because of the guy with the camera there, you can see him. Looks like the wee guy for the news. The scale piece. So they're going to do a wee news coverage here. So a wee woman there. A wee woman. Absolutely massive. Please do not climb on the sculpture. Look at that. So hopefully I'm on the news. The wee guy there. That looks like the wee guy off STV News. Doing it properly. Has got the scale piece. Hope it is. Hope he's got his mic on. I should run by and shout justice for Robert. That's what I should do. Well, I made the cut. I made the 6 o'clock news on STV. There you go, hit the scale piece. Justice for Robert. Well, as promised, that's it at night. It usually changes colour, but it seems to be stuck on blue. I've got it on blue tonight. So I'm still up at the scale piece. And I'm meeting Shuggy tomorrow. It's day off tomorrow, so we'll do something. So I just watched the football there. Liverpool and Southampton. Unlucky Southampton. Well done Liverpool. And I was on the 6 o'clock news. I wasn't getting interviewed or anything. I'm just sitting on the bench at the scale piece. And the news crew were on the grass there, as I said in my video. So I said to Teeny and Susan, I might be on the news. Aye, and I was. So Teeny caught a photo of it. So anyway, I'll get back into my ducat. Got my telly up and running and everything. See, I was watching the football there. Anyway, Charlie Oot&aboot. Speak to you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.